Good morning, Tara Lynn. Well, just about 24 hours left of oxygen inside of that Titan submersible, and this is really our first potential positive update that we've had since that search started for the 5 people trapped inside of that submersible. Now, the Coast Guard saying that it's been hearing banging sounds coming from the Atlantic Ocean, and sonar searches in the hours since those first reports still continuing to pick up those sounds. Now, the searches for where that banging sound is coming from still not yielding any results at this time, and the Coast Guard saying that they've never had a rescue at these kinds of depths in the Atlantic Ocean, 13,000 feet deep in the water. That is where the Titanic wreckage is located. But still, we're all holding out hope that a miracle can happen over these next 24 hours as search crews continue to follow where that underwater sound may be coming from. And as deep sea explorer Dave Gallo told CNN early this morning after this latest update was released, the bang sounds, they could be nothing, he said, or they could be a message sent from the passengers on board trying to send a pattern signal to alert the Coast Guard of their location.
You know, I'm thinking PH, my closest friend and colleague, is out there on that sub. And he knows what he's doing, and maybe he figured that that's the best way to have them recognize where they are, is to make sounds every 30 minutes. And he would have figured that out, but that's the way PH was, that this is the best, instead of constant clanging, it's best to save energy and to do it that way.
And now to put into perspective just how large of a search area the Coast Guard is working with here. Officials say crews have searched an area the size of Connecticut, and searches consist of remotely operated vehicles to look below the surface, as well as ships and planes involved. And again, we are in day 3 of the search for those 5 passengers on that Titan submersible. And again, the first real positive update that we may have with these underwater sounds being detected happening every about 30 minutes underwater there. And this is really possibly a positive sign for these families who have been dealing with this incredibly difficult time since Sunday.